Welcome to the DraftKings running back analysis for Week 8. I'm Jason Gilba, JGilba11. With me is Russell Clay at Russell J. Clay, who broke down running backs for us here. Looking at cash games first, you're looking at two kind of priced up guys here, but obviously in terms of volume and basically consistency, not much better.
Yeah, two really bad players, and Ezekiel Elliott and David Johnson, just about the worst athletes at the position, I'd say. Certainly all below average and everything, other than the fact that they have good offensive lines that, do all the work for them. Wait, sorry. I don't think that way. That's just the way a lot of people think now. Yeah, no, David Johnson's really good. Ezekiel Elliott is incredible. And, you can look at the way this Dallas team has gone this year. They're just blowing through everyone with this running game. Philly's away from home. I like Dallas quite a bit in this game, and I think Zeke's going to run for – I think it's fair to believe that, any non-bad game he runs for over 130 rushing yards, right?
You look at not last week, the week before against Green Bay. Sure, Green Bay hadn't really faced a good back or a good offensive line this season, but still ranked as one of the higher, rushing defenses. And Elliott trucked on through for about 150 yards there.
Yeah, and it was no big deal, really. It was just kind of getting his lunch pail, and this is what we do every time. So, yeah, I think we take that and roll with it. Coming off the bye, obviously, good week of rest for the running back. Should see 25 to 30 touches again. That's based on how they've used him so far.
Yeah, definitely. And then speaking of touches, David Johnson, 7,700 on the road against Carolina. For me, it matchup proof, I think, is what sums up David Johnson for me.
He is just an absolute mammoth. He is a mammoth from head to toe, just pure awesome. Against this Carolina team, yeah, they're still good against the run. Yeah, they have Luke Kuechly still, but based on the way he's been used, based on the way he can break tackles and be patient and find holes and do everything that he's been doing this year, I just don't see how we fade him, really. Now, luckily, we did get lucky this week with a really good value. Just kind of happened over the last day or so, but I don't see why I wouldn't go Zeke and David Johnson in cash and, use that value and figure it out everywhere else.
Yeah, we'll talk about him in a little bit, but I'm with you. I think he opened up a lot of ways you can go this week. Looking at GPPs, you're looking down price just a little bit here. Matt Forte, 6,400 on the road at Cleveland. Obviously, we know that defense is just really suspect against the run. And Forte, when he gets his workload, he's been very productive.
When Forte gets this, good matchup, he's done well. He's had 3 games above 20 DK points and then the rest all below 9. So, and when you look down the schedule, it's like, yep, makes sense there. Yep, got it. Yep, okay. Yeah. It all just adds up to you play Matt Forte in good matchups and you just easily fade him in bad ones. And that's the case here. We saw Jeremy Hill. He was going to go for 500 rushing yards on them if they let him get a full workload in. So a similar type of runner. Obviously, we like Forte in the passing game as well if they use him or utilize him in that fashion. 6,400, a nice little jump down from the top options. I like him quite a bit.
Yeah, I do too. And then you're looking at Frank Gore, 4,700, home against Kansas City. Gore turns back the clock here. He's been playing pretty well.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's getting the touches. He's got Andrew Luck tossing the ball all around. Seems like the defenses are a little more concentrated on Luck than Gore, which is always a great thing. And yeah, he's just still an effective runner. I understand that he's older, but still very effective in the run and the pass game. So at 4,700, I like it at home against this Chiefs team.
Yeah, I mean, he's the guy who inside the red zone. I mean, obviously we know Luck, likes to throw the ball. This Colts team, that's always been the case. But, Gore's come away with a couple touchdowns already on the season inside the red zone. Going to be looked there again.
Yeah, absolutely.
The value back that we're talking about this week, Devontae Booker, obviously CJ Anderson, definitely going to miss this week. It looks like he's going to be done for the year from what I've seen on Twitter. But obviously Booker's a guy who's going to step in and has looked pretty good.
Yeah, he's fine. It is nice to see, that college profile. He did carry the load at Utah for quite a few years there. I mean, he's got a lot of carries. He has been the workhorse in an offensive system before. So I don't see Capri Bibbs being a worry. I don't see them bringing anyone else in. They're going to ride him, and hopefully it works out. We kind of see this every year. Injury opens up some guy for the stretch run, and it's certainly looking like it's going to be Devontae Booker. 3,700 this week on DK. You have to go 100% exposure. I think you're making a losing proposition if you're making lineups without him.
I think in the home matchup against San Diego, obviously that's a big factor. But the fact that he's 3,700 is going to be, that's why he's in there. He's going to be used in the flex. You can use him at RB2, whatever. He just fits all the pieces of lineup construction, regardless of where you're going this week.
He's that guy we've needed the last few weeks. I mean, obviously we had Jeremy Hill last week, but he's filling the void for all those, it's drying up there in the value running backs, but this is working out, I think.
Yeah, it definitely is. So look for Booker. Look him to be a popular play. Look to use him a ton. Any kind of parting words on running backs before we head out here?
Not really, no.
You don't want to just, anyone you want to trash? Do you want to trash a running back?
No, I would like to say, since Todd Gurley's gotten involved in the pass game, last 4 games haven't been that bad. Certainly we're patching up our thoughts and ideas of what he was early in the year. Hopefully Jared Goff starts soon and on from there.
That was just you were just trying to salvage whatever kind of fantasy season he has left right there.
Yep.
It was a respectable effort, but I think we can see through the wall there, Russ. We can see through
it's a lot of pain. A lot of pain behind these eyes, Todd Gurley, right now.
That's going to wrap things up with the DraftKings running back analysis for Week 8. If you want to check out the article, head on over to dailyfantasycafe.com. Russ did this one for DraftKings, so be sure to check that out. Like what we're doing on the podcast, give us a thumbs up and a subscribe as well, and check out our great tools and content.